what is it, Labor Day tournament when who was that team that was playing? It was the Alberton team. I forgot who else played on that team. I think it was Suki.
Saki,
No,
yeah.
Sasuke.
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 Kong.
Channing. I'm not Channing. What's Chai's brother's name?
Kinang. Oh, no, not
yeah.
Kinang.
It is Kinang.
Kinang.
No, it's not Kinang,
Kang.
bro.
It's Kang, yeah.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints, money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague.
Welcome back to another episode of the ReLax podcast, where we talk anything and everything. I am one of your hosts, B. With me always are my boys. We got Sia.
What's up, guys?
LP.
Hi.
And my boy Yee.
Yo. If you guys haven't already, please, hit the like, the subscribe, and the notification bell so you guys don't miss any of our new content, right, boys?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Before we get started, we just want to let you guys know that we're working on a little small mini project, and we're very excited to get it completed, and we're excited to show you once it's complete. So stay till the end, and you guys might get to see a little trailer of it.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Don't just wind all the way to the end.
I know. All right, so boys, we're gonna be right into our podcast this week.
Yeah.
We got a lot of good feedback from our last one, which was who we are as ReLax and volleyball and how it impacted our lives. So this is gonna be part 2 of our volleyball segment. Okay, there was good feedback. We even had listeners from across the state of Wisconsin who kind of chimed in and kind of gave us some good views. So today's podcast is going to be about volleyball, but today though it's going to be we're going to be comparing the difference between younger generation volleyball players right now and older generation Hmong volleyball players. So just kind of between the difference between the two and some similarities, and we'll go into some detailed conversations too.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to kick things off. First question. In your opinion, boys, what differences do you see between the younger generation right now and the older generation? You want to kick us off, Yee?
The difference is, one of the biggest differences that I see is the way we used to play ball versus how they play ball right now. I think a lot of it has to do with rules and regulations that has changed or has been adopted or has been, changed.
Like, what do you mean by rules?
I think like Hmong Park rules versus rally scoring. Rally
I see what you mean.
Organized ball,
Yeah, because a lot of these days we've been doing a lot of rally scoring.
I don't know if that's just to
Speed up the game.
Speed up the whole process of a tournament or what, but back then it was just strictly straight
Competitive scoring.
side out scoring. No, not side out scoring, but regular park rules.
Play till like 9 p.m.
You only score when you serve.
Yeah.
You cannot score on a side out. Yeah.
That's true. I actually didn't even think about that when we saw the question.
Yeah. So I think that changes the game because if we're receiving the ball and we mess up, the other team gets a point.
Right.
Sure.
And if we get the side out, we don't get the point.
Yeah.
Until we serve, right?
Right.
So.
Yeah. Well, for me, when you talk about regulation and whatnot, like rally scoring is anybody's game.
Right.
Whereas side out scoring, you like the top team, you're the top team. Rally scoring, if you're the underdog, you have a chance. I feel like.
Yeah,
No, that's true.
If they make a mistake, that's a point for us.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
Mistakes are very crucial when you do rally scoring, man.
Right. Because I was just thinking about the other day when we were playing league. If we were to play side out rules, I would tell my best hitters to jump serve, and like be as tough as you can on the serve. Even if you miss it, it's not a point to the
We don't
team.
get penalized for it.
Yeah.
Be very aggressive with your calls.
And then for rally scoring though, we want to be aggressive, but then if we make that mistake,
It's on us.
That's on us.
Yeah, that's on us. Yeah.
That also goes to like that let violation where actually
Net.
so like in rally scoring, you can hit the net and the ball just drop and it still counts.
Yeah.
So I guess that's more leniency there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Hmong Volleyball has been adopting a few rules from it. I think especially the rally scoring. We played the 15 back then.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We played till 15 straight. Whoever serves scores.
What would you prefer? Rally scoring or side out?
I don't know, man. I think I've grown up playing just park rules, and that's just been embedded, and it's just that much harder to get the points.
Okay. You guys, what would you guys choose?
I think I prefer side out rules. Even if like the team that you're trying to play against, or like they're really good, and when they get like game point, you still have the chance of like catching up to them. Other than like playing a rally, you know that that's
Fuck up, you lose. Yeah.
That's it, because they're at a game point. There's no way coming to catch them.
If we mess up, then we lose. If they get a good play or whatever, they win. So it like the odds are. I guess the odds are either way.
That's true.
What
about you, Sia?
Dude, I prefer the whole competitive scoring, man. Like, like you guys brought up some good points about like the whole it's anyone's game, and let's go back to
you're saying rally?
no competitive scoring.
Side out.
Side out scoring. Let's go back to just serving into the net, and that's a free point. Let's say, for example, you missed 3 serves, and the final score is 21-18. You think back, what if you didn't miss with 3 serves? You just gave them 3 points, right? So you lost by 3 points. Now, when you go play into like competitive scoring or competitive Hmong rules, you like you said, you miss with serves, and you're like, yeah, it's all right, we side out. We'll get another
right
point.
back.
Yeah, we settle right back. No worries.
Oh, interesting. I choose the rally route.
why?
I am
Play for organized ball.
Sounds about right.
and the reason why is every point matters. Everybody should be playing as hard as they can every single
For
point.
1 point.
Yeah,
That's true.
So when we're playing side out, no knock on side out. I enjoy side out because it's more of a defensive game. So if you're able to either get a block or get up a good defense, you can score the point that way.
Yeah.
Right. But in rally scoring, it forces you to be engaged throughout the whole rally in that 1 point. So you can't like slack off when it's your serve.
Right.
Like, hey, it's game on. We have to get this block. We have to get it up.
Yeah.
Whereas side out, it's just, all right, next ball, next ball, next possession.
See, that's what I was saying. Like, I was going back to the pace of the game is so much different because every point counts now. You know how like a lot of tournaments now is doing rally scoring. Maybe not the serves, but rally scoring.
You make it. That's funny because the other day we were playing ball and I was talking to Jackie Shong, and we were talking about getting into a rhythm. It's so hard to get into a rhythm when you play a rally, in my opinion, is because by the time you get into a rhythm, it's already like 18.
Too late, dude.
Yeah. And now you're sitting out again.
Yeah, you're already like 12, 13 points in deep into the game.
Yeah, before you really get into a good rhythm.
And then that goes along with what we said earlier about like side out favors the better team, the more stacked team, because once they get their rhythm, it's game over.
Yeah, that's true.
But then when it's a underdog team rally scoring,
Anybody.
it's 18-13. Underdog got a 5-point lead. They haven't catch the rhythm, as in the big dogs haven't caught their rhythm yet. You have that advantage there.
Right.
So, anywho, we got off tangent a little bit on the rules, but what other differences do you see between the younger generation now and the older generation from the past?
I feel like right now a lot of I think a lot of like commitment and dedication. I think that's a big one. I know everybody probably thinks like that too, or a lot of people. A lot of older generation probably think like that. But I think in some way, shape, or form, I think it's true. I think back then we I don't maybe I'm biased, but I think back then we had to play that much harder to be that much better and to get that respect. Like it's just that much harder for us back then. I don't know what it was. Maybe it's the fact that there was not a lot of older generations at the time showing love to the younger generations at the time.
Okay.
So there wasn't a lot of I felt like a lot of mentorship, a lot of it was a lot of just tough love, I think.
Yeah, self-taught.
Yeah.
From you guys. Okay.
Yeah. It's just a lot of you learn a lot by losing.
Right.
And not by
so
people
are
teaching.
you saying right now, like compared to back then, that like the younger generation, like they give up a little easier? than back then? Because from what I understand, I'm hearing that when you guys are playing the older generation, when we lose, we step back up, we stick with our squad, we continue to motivate ourselves to be better, to beat those older guys.
Right.
But
So I think there's a sense of like, oh, we sticking together versus like, oh man, I gotta play with a better team, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think
that
I think a lot of and maybe a lot of it has to do with I think like social media and like the ease of like talking to people or getting to know one another, because back then it was just like city against city, and within the city it's teams against team. Anybody come in, like we try to beat them, but within ourselves we try to beat each other. Right. So there's a sense of like pride and ego and knowing that we are younger, we want to not be bullied or not be the squad that people
Punk all the time.
punk all the time.
right.
So kind of show up that we can ball too.
Yep.
Yeah. Versus I think taking the easy route, saying I'm gonna jump with another squad and try to maybe work my way up another way.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I do see that too. What you mentioned, I think a lot of the younger generation, they do jump around a little bit, and that's kind of, I guess I'm kind of saying my point too, where like they let you stick to a process now. You know what I mean? Like you should be facing adversity. You should lose in order to grow individually and as a team.
Yeah.
And I believe that's what I see in the older generation before, where, I'm going to give Dooman as an example. Like, you guys were not the tallest. You guys were not the most athletic, right?
Yeah.
And you guys didn't win a lot at first, but you guys stuck to the process, continued to play, and your chemistry started to develop. And then you guys were able to stick together as a team and grow as a team.
Right.
Whereas now I start to notice that, individuals, I can only speak on my behalf and what I see.
Right.
It might be happening in other towns differently, but from what I witnessed, I do notice that actually, like the younger generations, the shukia, or they get mad at something, they stop, and then they split up. One person jumps here, one person jumps there, one person creates a different team.
Yeah.
And then there's that chemistry factor that we keep talking about. Just it's not the same.
Never there. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the past. I definitely agree.
B, that's you make a good point, man, because I know, for example, people I've seen it in like the last tournament where these kids were just like still learning how to play, and there might be one kid who might be better than the rest, and they're a group of friends, might be family, and another team seems like, oh, this guy is good, maybe we can pull him in, and he might get tempted to just join the other team even though he's not even giving his team a chance.
Yeah.
And that makes it's heartbreaking, to be honest, because some guys
sad,
some guys get better and some guys are more talented than the others, and they just don't give it a chance because once they lose, I'm tired of losing already. I want to be better. I want to get better and play a better team.
Yeah.
But dude, that's not how it is, man. Like, to be honest, it's deeper than that. Like, you're not just letting your teammates down. You're letting your friends and your family down. Some of those guys are your friends and your family.
Yeah.
Is that where your point was too, Seal, about dedication?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
That's to answer the question.
yeah.
Difference.
It's sad, dude. Like, I see it because you brought it earlier. Like, we were just kids, and we all we had were each other. We had nobody else, just the guy next to you, man. Just the guy setting and bumping and playing defense and spiking next to you. And to find that you're not good enough because you keep losing these tournaments and your friend or your brother or whatever leaves to a different team, dude, it's motivation to get better, but it's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Dude, do you think it's the NBA effect?
The what?
The NBA effect.
Build a strong squad.
Yeah, like if you
Of
know
course,
you are
dude.
good
Always.
here, you might as well jump over and try to win a championship with Steph Curry.
I think that's natural.
Yeah,
That's natural, man. Like if you can't beat them, join them. And as much as people knock on that too, I mean, you win. Like you win, you get the dub.
right.
At all costs. Yeah, I think it comes down to that because we see like what super teams and stuff like that. Yeah. And who doesn't like to win?
Yeah.
Lee, would you rather stick with your squad and lose, or would you rather take your talents and go elsewhere where you could either shine individually or even win championships?
Yeah. Huh? What did you say?
No, I was gonna say. See, I think when money's involved, it's different. You know?
That's a different story.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Well, the tournaments you win money, bro.
Yeah, you do win money.
Man, we're talking big money though. Like you talking NBA. Like, of course, dude.
Oh, wow. Okay, so let's bring it
Like,
down.
money tournaments, bro.
We'll bring it down. But no joke though, when you go out, you get your name out, right? People start to recognize you. That in itself is something. And you obviously win tournaments. There's money involved and whatnot.
Yeah.
But what would you choose, Lee?
To be honest, I would choose.
Don't lie, Lee.
I would choose to go out and be with a better team.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be honest, but
Why's that?
because I want to win. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no shame in that, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no shame in that.
Yeah, he's not at fault for thinking that.
Yeah.
You know, I think he has to think about himself sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
When we talk about like the NBA stuff, like, hey, you gotta feed your own family. Sometimes you gotta do whatever is best for you.
Yeah.
So in Lee's instant, you know, if he wants to go play for a better team, you just gotta be happy for him, right?
Yeah.
You can't hold him back because he's not at fault for thinking that way.
Right.
You just gotta say, hey, I'm gonna be better. It's heartbreaking. It's sad that he's leaving us. We might play against him, and we're gonna try and beat him.
Yeah.
But in reality, hey,
That's part of the game, man.
it's part of the. That's how it is.
That's part of the game.
Yeah.
Right. And I think, Lee, you speak for the younger generation now, or some of the younger generations who do jump team, right?
Yeah, a lot of the younger generations, I see them like jump teams a lot, or like just trying to be with a better player, just on their team, or just trying to win it all. But the commitment between the two generations, though, don't really compare. To be honest,
Okay.
the older generation, I remember when we were introduced to volleyball, we're like what sixth to eighth grade over there.
Yeah, middle school, yeah.
Around that time, and we, after school, buy at BGC, like
SYA.
especially SYA in the summer.
At the park.
Yeah, at the park. It's always I think we put volleyball first before anything else.
Yeah,
'cause,
dude.
Volleyball was life.
Yeah.
volleyball was life because I was failing in school. But wake up every day, no more. Chocolata, SYA. No, after SYA, you go straight to the park
Yeah.
to go play some ball. Maybe grab a little bit of food
Yeah.
from home. Quick, and then-
Sometimes we will play for drinks and food, man.
Yeah,
Sometimes we grill at the park, you know.
yeah.
Man, you bring up a really good point. When you talk about the dedication aspect of it, like the younger generation, like they only play like 2-3 hours at the park.
Yeah.
Whereas before, like you were saying, you get off work, you play, or actually on the weekends, right? SYA, eat,
Park.
Yeah.
maybe go to the rec 9 to 12.
Yeah.
Like that's a full day's work of just volleyball.
Yeah, that's
Schedule, man.
8 hours to.
And we still weren't that good. What the?
I know.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't see that no more, man.
You don't.
Maybe it's resources and opportunities that we don't have, or
Could be.
no,
nowadays.
it is, man. It is because, dude, think back about like how old we were when these guys were this old. They are driving like nice cars. They got phones. Like we didn't really have that.
Yeah.
We had one friend just like pick us up and
Yeah.
go play at the park.
We have landline phones.
Yeah.
Who the mount
Dude, at this point, we had to memorize each other's phone numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There ain't no speed dial
Yeah.
where you just click on their name and calls, dude.
No Facebook message,
No Facebook message, dude.
no group chats.
Nothing.
Yeah. If we meet at the park and we talk, or at school, that's it.
Those are good times.
Yeah, I mean, with social media, dude, like on the phone, people are always posting up where to play ball at.
Where to play
You know,
ball.
like this is the park to play ball. Like you go to the park these days and you don't really see everyone there.
Yeah.
And
That's
then you find out that, these other guys are playing at this park. Like, what happened to the days?
It's just at one park.
Yeah, what happened to the days where we all play at one park with one net?
Yeah.
It's so different now, man. Like different parks, different people, like have different cliques.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not banging it. I'm not like downplaying it. I'm not saying any of that, but I'm just saying like it's so different now.
Yeah.
We never had that back in the day.
Yeah. Like
Back in the day.
Holman and Anna would travel down to La Crosse to play.
Yeah.
And they'll
You know,
bring their squad.
and they'll bring their squad, and they will like fucking what is it? Just fucking carpool, you know, in 2 cars and bring 2 squads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and we would be at the park already with 3 squads on the south side. You know,
Yeah, already playing, dude.
and cars would be just lined up on the grass.
Yeah.
Yo,
yeah.
That's crazy. But that's funny because like the lacrosse, like Hmong Volleyball page, we have 500 members, but I barely see anybody out. Not 500 for sure.
So you guys, we do a tournament, man. Y'all better come with like 100 squad.
500. Oh my goodness, man.
We get like 1% comes out.
Yeah. All right.
Unless those guys play at a different park, man,
That could
and
be.
they just not inviting people.
They probably have their own like what was it?
Other group,
private group.
Yeah. No, I bet. Yeah, I bet they do.
I bet y'all have your own like home man.
You know, another thing I want to talk about is, you know, one of the biggest difference I see between the 2 generations too was some of these older guys, they love playing against like younger guys. Like they love playing. Like these days we have a big court and a small court, where back in the day we only had 1 court.
Yeah,
And I feel like, and this is just my personal opinion, like if you're good enough to play in a big court, why aren't you playing in the big court? What's your motivation? What's your motive? What's your reason to play in a small court?
tell him Lee.
That's true. Cause we started playing big court when we were like sophomore in high school, dude.
He was looking for girls, right? Girls are the answers, right? Yee?
Nah, Lee, that's the wrong answer.
Oh shit, my bad.
Cause we wanted to take the dub.
Yeah,
we
like-
took the L.
I don't know if it's like I don't want to say it's a fear thing. I don't think it's a fear thing of playing with older guys. I don't know if it's like we lose all the time, so we have to count, and we just want to keep winning. That's why we play the kids. But if you're committed and you want to get better, play with the older guys.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the quickest way to learn, man.
I think for us when we played in the little court till we were like, you know, probably like freshman, sophomore.
Yeah, freshman, sophomore.
And I think we weren't good, but I think it's the fact that we didn't have ties to those older guys. We didn't know anyone, nobody, you know.
Sure.
So then we felt like, oh, maybe they don't want to play with us. Maybe we can't compete with them, you know. So I think maybe there was a sense of fear, or like, you know, we weren't comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So until Mr. Yang, he was like, you guys got to go play the big
Yeah,
one.
you guys are no longer over
You guys
here.
are
Yeah.
dominating over here. Like,
I'm surprised he didn't do that to the younger
Yeah.
generation. Oh, like
So there were like other older guys that played the younger court or the smaller court that he didn't say anything to. But I mean,
I guess
I think
we were just that good.
I think Sia, you make a good point about that. But to defend the younger generation, I think they need success in order to motivate themselves. So they have to feel that sense of winning, confidence. Yeah. Like, yeah, success. You have to be successful in order to build confidence, to build your character, to build your motivation, to then move on to the bigger court. I do, however, notice what you saw too, where we think that they are capable of being on the bigger court, but they don't
see it.
They don't see it.
Yeah.
So then I had to put that blame, if it is even a blame, on us older generation, where we should be the one that's motivating them, giving them that confidence to come to the big court and to challenge us. Like,
does that create better volleyball players, or showing tough love creates better volleyball players?
that's a whole podcast on its own.
You know,
But to me, I think it's a combination of both. I mean, that's a cop out answer, but I believe in, you know, being able to give positive feedback and then let them develop themselves when we're on the court. When we're on the court, game on. I'm not gonna give you any. I'm gonna show you tough love.
yeah.
But off the court, all right, I'm gonna give you some criticism. I'm gonna give you some positive feedback. I'm going to tell you what you need to work on and whatnot. So it's like, to me, it's a combination of both. Yeah.
I was never really that dude to show love. So it's always like, oh, we win, we win. We lose, we lose. We don't talk to our opponents.
Hey, that goes back to what you mentioned earlier, where you didn't know the older generation.
Yeah.
But because you didn't know the older generation, 그친 차이라, right?
Yeah, good China or good China. It goes one
It
or the
goes
other.
both ways.
Yeah.
It goes both ways.
Yeah.
Right, but to you, it's like, oh, frick, I don't know them, but I think I can beat them.
For me, it was like, if I go in alone, nah. But if my team, we go, like, let's go. Let's roll, you know? Even if we lose, we get 15 zip, we get shut out, you know? It's like, dang, fuck it, like, you know, at least we tried, you know, and this is a step forward, even though we're losing, you know. That makes sense.
That's the thing, though. We stuck with the same team and kept trying again, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. You know, people process and move and get better than others, and you know, that's just natural. It's part of a team. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we hit on a lot of our points. For me, the difference between the generations, my initial reaction is we don't have set teams like what we've been talking about. But my second point too is that like right now, I believe in my personal experiences, I see a lot of potential talent within the younger generation.
Oh, yeah.
Like they are taller.
Oh, yeah.
They jump higher.
Yeah.
Whereas the younger generation in the back, we were more finesse. You were more agile defensively. We had different shots and whatnot. But right now, our younger generations, they have the potential. The sky is the limit for them. It's just how do you channel that into the court, into winning, right, into being successful.
They have to. I feel like they have to teamwork. Teamwork. They have to know what it is like to be a team instead of being a one-man team.
Okay.
Because if you're really good, you probably want to run the show. But to run the show, you need a team. You need somebody to set for you. You need somebody to pass. And I think it comes back down to the basics.
Right.
You know?
Yep.
Having a good team needs what?
Good chemistry.
Yeah.
Good chemistry.
You got to work hard.
And everyone is not going to be a star player. That's the truth.
That's true.
But when you're young like that, in your mind, you're thinking, I'm gonna be the star player.
Hell yeah. Who doesn't though? You know?
Yeah. So you can't blame the younger generation.
I mean, I mean, you can't really blame it because it's part of the game. Like, of course, you're gonna be hungry.
It's a learning process.
Yeah. It's just a shift in today's like game. I think it is more individual based, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's based off of what you believe and what drives you intrinsically, you know, to be a better volleyball player and to grow in the game. You know, that brings me to my next question though. What are some similarities? So we talk a lot about differences, and that creates. I'm not gonna lie. When we talk about differences, it creates division. So in this podcast, when we talk, we speak the truth. Like we speak what we see.
Yeah.
All right. So what we see might be different from what you think or what you guys see. So it might differ.
What do you guys think? Write it down below.
The differences.
Yeah.
Right. Let's talk about similarities then within the older generation and the younger generation. What things do you see?
Similarities?
Yeah. All right. Let me just.
I don't fucking see a thing. It's different, man. Like the drive is so different. I just keep going back to the whole we had one whole court thing.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't see it, man. Like the dedication we as an older guys commit and train at 6, 7, 8 in the morning with our squad.
Six guys.
6 guys, just the
That's
6
it.
guys. What is it now?
That's hold on. That's a big difference too nowadays.
Yeah,
Nowadays we see California bring in 10, 15
yeah.
to play a volleyball game. You know, and I think a lot of back then we didn't have them. That's 2 squads right there.
Yeah.
15 people. You know.
Yeah.
But
I don't. Yeah.
when they brought that, man, I think the whole game shifted. Like, they had a whole lineup for defense, a whole lineup for 2 setters, 3 setters. You know.
Like, but then each generation though, we have our own like learning and experience of the sport of volleyball. So it's gonna be different every single generation that'll go through volleyball.
Right.
The sport.
And so you're talking about how they adapt to the volleyball.
Yeah,
game.
how they adapt to the volleyball. Like we grew up with volleyball differently for sure compared to the new generation that's growing up with volleyball right now.
Yeah.
I know our older generation has a little bit more commitment, but you know.
Gotcha. Well, to me, to answer this question, what's the similarities between? I think there is some similarities.
But don't be the nice guy now. Come on.
I'm being real.
He's just trying to back up on the younger
I know.
generation.
I'm being real because
right.
I think when the older generations say that they like the younger generation lack motivation and commitment, I think there is differences when you talk about those two terms, because in your eyes you see lack of motivation because they're playing on the smaller court, not the bigger court. So then they're not motivated to play against us as older generation. But in my eyes, or in the younger generation's eyes, what I have seen is they come out, they do play, and when they're on the court, they do have that passion. I do see that they're committed to trying to win. You know what I mean? Like they have the same energy as what we did as well. I'm being serious. If you go look at what is it, Labor Day tournament, when who was that team that was playing? It was the Alberton team and some of our guys here, Justin and them.
Shout out, Justin.
Yeah, Justin Vang. I forgot who else played on that team. I think it was Suki.
Saki, yeah.
Sasuke.
Saki, yeah.
Kong.
Chenning. I'm not Chenning.
Chuchi?
What's Chai's brother's name?
Kinang. Oh no, not
yeah.
Kinang.
It is Kinang.
Kinang.
No, it's not Kinang.
Kang.
Bro.
It's Kang, yeah.
Kang. Yeah, when they were playing, dude, the energy level was good. That's the same kind of level of energy that like we all played with back then. But in our eyes, we see it differently because we're older, obviously. Yeah. We see the game differently, whereas compared to them, when we were their age, we didn't care about tactics. We didn't care about running fast plays or this when we were that young.
Yeah.
We cared about energy. We cared about playing as hard as we can to freaking win. I don't care if we're going to talk crap to the other side or I'm going to talk crap to my own teammates to motivate them to be better. I see that passion within them. But I think in our older generation's eyes, we see that they're not playing as a team, so therefore that's not commitment.
Commitment.
Right. So I actually disagree. I see a lot of passion. I hope that they continue to do it, even if they,
don't stick together.
Yeah, they don't stick together. Yeah. You know what I mean? It keeps the sport alive.
All right. So I got a question for you, B. Since I disagree.
Let's go.
So, okay, let's be honest. Everyone wants to get good.
Yep.
Everybody wants to get good, however long it takes them how to get good, right? But let's be honest, when we're young, we want to get good fast.
Yeah.
Because we see other guys who are good, and we want to be, I want to be like that. I want to be like him or her and get good. Do you think if our scenarios have changed, if you think our scenarios didn't change, let's stick to just the one net scenario.
Okay. Which scenario is that?
The one net scenario, where we don't have two nets.
Okay.
Everyone plays the same park.
Yeah.
One net. Let's put this new era into our old era.
Okay.
Okay. Do you think a lot of them will be better faster than how they are now with playing two nets?
Yes. They would learn the game faster, but because they're playing higher talent, so they will learn the game faster for sure. When we talk about the speed of the game, yes, they will learn faster.
Yeah.
If they were to put into our environment.
And that's where my argument was, because I get what you're saying, that hey, not everyone can be can learn the game as quick, but when we were younger, and that's one of the biggest difference was we wanted to get better quick, and in order to get better quick, you play with the fucking bigger older guys, right? Yeah. You take every opportunity you have to play with the older guys when they come out. So when you hear the OGs come out, oh shoot, the OGs come out, let's go out, let's go play. I don't see that. That's why I say I disagree, and I don't see anything that's similar to what we have, because it's so different now.
But we were forced into that scenario, though. We were forced into that environment. But imagine if we were given two nets at that time.
We want to play with the bigger guys.
I think we would do what the younger generation are doing.
Unless we had to.
Exactly. Yeah. And that is the environmental constraint that we have. The differences between the two generations.
It's all right. Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think there's even a right or wrong answer. I think it's just adapting. Like Lee, what you mentioned before is just adapting between the two generations. Yeah. In that moment.
Yeah, they're gonna have their own fights too.
Right.
We're gonna have our own struggles too.
Right.
So similarities. I mean, we talking like just straight Hmong volleyball.
What do you see, Yi?
Yeah.
Well, I see that, like family gets in the way, the job gets in the way.
Yeah.
For both gens. Girls get in the way. Fuck, dude. Either we playing for a girl or,
all that's still alive right now.
Yeah.
Playing for a girl, we never did that.
we playing for girls, or we playing like to get a girl. Like we could, we could break up because of a girl, or we could play for all of us to get a girl. Similarities, man. I mean, back then they probably had girlfriends that like multiple volleyball players, just like nowadays.
Everybody's got their own
And
personal
then
style.
because you like a certain girl and I like her too, we be bumping heads in the court. And then team throws it, similarities, man.
Right now.
They just bitch,
Something we don't know
balls
about,
up.
yeah.
But that's natural though. I mean, things like that happen.
That comes with the game.
Yeah, that comes with the game. That comes with growing, man.
I wonder what the girls say, guys. Are they playing volleyball because of guys? Or is this just a guy thing?
I think it's a guy. It's a guy thing, dude.
I think it's a guy thing for sure.
Yeah, because we try to show out, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Pump our chest a little bit.
I don't know if the girls like try to be better players to get guys or whatever.
That would be actually kind of interesting
Yeah.
to ask one of the ladies.
Yeah.
Like, what is your motivation to play compared to
Yeah.
our motivation?
Yeah. Hey. If there's any girls that are watching our channel, please let us know what the reasons you guys play for. Like,
Be honest too, man.
write it in the comments so we know. Just because we're not aware of it.
And be honest about you and your girlfriends breaking up because one girl got a guy that you like too.
Yeah.
I mean,
vice
even
versa,
if you
man.
talk about like the girl generation as well, I think they are kind of changing too. Like the Shumo teams lead to
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Because I think the younger generations, I think younger players they want to get better quicker. They play with the better teams.
Yeah.
So then team names get changed all the time. You don't hear a team name that lasts 3, 4, 5 years no more. We pick up different people. We call ourselves different. A different name.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's like 75% the same girls.
Right. Yeah. I would actually like to hear from a girl's perspective. On that. But
Or does a name really don't matter to a team? If you're a team, you want to be like
You want to be known.
solidified, right? By like your team name, right? Versus your name.
I think
Bronx team.
Yeah. I mean, I think I can speak for everyone. Like, we hold our team name pretty
Pretty high.
high.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not the greatest volleyball players, but it means like a significant amount to us.
Yeah.
Like, it's got a little. It's our livelihood sometimes, Like
Yeah.
Team Lax, Team ReLax.
yeah.
That's us, man.
Yeah, you talk all that.
It's
smack
not one
about us,
person.
We have,
Yeah.
we have pride in that.
Yeah.
Kind of watch what you're saying, I guess. Even though we don't beat you guys in the volleyball court.
We'll beat you outside the court.
And inside.
Well, going back to the similarities, now I actually have another point.
Yeah.
When going back to the passion and the commitment, back in the older generation, I remember talking to my uncles and them who played, and I remember he trained super hard as well. So it wasn't just playing volleyball, but he was doing fitness workouts and whatnot to better himself and get a better vertical. He had ankle weights. He would go jogging like 4 or 5 miles. I see that in the younger generation too nowadays. Like my example I was gonna say is our boy Chuchi here in lacrosse. He's trying to up his vertical right now, and he's been working out nonstop. He's posting up some things on Facebook. I don't know if you guys seen, but he's been working out. He hasn't been showing up to volleyball, but I think he's more committed to his fitness level right now in order to translate over to the volleyball game. So I see that happening now in our generation, or the younger generation, and back to when we were as well. But maybe not Team Lax. I don't know if we worked out. But
We just played, dude.
Well, that's
Sure
the
didn't
thing.
work
Like,
out.
growing up, we had our difference. I mean, we had our own way to grow up.
Yeah.
But we've already grown into the game, and we've understood the fundamentals. So that's why when we built Team Lax, everyone knew their part already.
Yeah.
Not like these younger guys. They're still trying to learn how to be a team.
I remember though, Pa was one of those individuals who worked out while he played, and that upped his game.
He elevated.
Big time. He was working out and on top of that playing. But all right, let's move on for that. Then we had some.
That's probably a big difference.
We had a lot of
we didn't-
disagreement and similarities.
We did team things, and they did individual
Individual
trainings.
things,
Right,
Yeah.
right. But my uncle example, they did have individual trainings. There were some individuals who trained too, and I would like to hear that for those older people. What did you do to benefit yourself individually back in the olden days?
Individually?
Yeah.
Oh. So you're talking about you want them to give you hints and advice about their workouts and shit?
yeah, what did they do to better themselves? I would love to ask Hobart, hey Hobart, what did you do for training to keep your shoulder right or to increase your vertical? What did you do on your fitness level or your fitness regimen to keep your career where it's at right now?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people who are his age, they're already on the decline, but dude is still balling.
Yeah, dude.
It's gotta be something off
Very,
the court.
very high level, man. Still.
TB12.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, but I think there's some similarities and there's some disagreements, but at the end of the day, we still Hmong Volleyball.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the next question then.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about the younger generation since we haven't really talked good things about them.
I
See ya.
didn't say anything bad.
You're gonna leave me out of this conversation.
All right, what player do you guys see in this younger generation that kind of catches your eye?
You want me to go first?
You talking about like just in town, or you talking about like
I mean,
that you've seen?
that you've seen, but I mean, let's stick to lacrosse.
Stick to lacrosse.
Let's stick to lacrosse since this is what we have seen.
So what do you
in our
consider
personal-
like younger generation? Like Pond's level?
Anyone younger than us?
Yeah. Maybe someone younger than Pondam. Like
Yeah.
younger than HTS.
Yeah, just kind of first started, been playing maybe a
Okay.
year or two.
What comes to mind, Lee?
I think my boy Kenny.
Oh, Kenny. Shout out Kenny.
He can
Hey,
can
does he
jump.
live? Does he live here?
I think he lives here now.
He lives here now.
He
Yeah.
drives a white Civic. 你綁乜鐘啊？
你怎麼中？
你綁乜鐘啊？ Not Kenny, but
What the fuck?
Oh, he was your boy.
he's my boy. He's a good guy.
Kenny, you better watch out, man. This guy's on your tail.
No, Kenny, dude, that guy could jump. He's tall as fuck, dude. I think,
You can fly.
yeah, that guy could fly.
Fit, tall, lengthy. Some dope, bro, man.
He don't even look Hmong, bro.
Yeah, he didn't look wrong.
He look Laotian to me.
Yeah, when I first saw him, I was like, dude, this guy can make pho or something, man. Like,
He make foot pretty good.
yeah, make like Vietnamese guy or something.
He's like airborne, man.
And then he goes, Nyajong. I was like, shit, this guy is Hmong.
What do you see, Lee? What do you see in him?
I see pretty good potential in him. He, for sure, he could jump. He's tall as fuck. He could hit it straight down. But at the same time, he needs work. But everybody does, you know. Everybody does.
What do you think he needs to work on?
A lot of his hits were just straight down. Other than it's all, I think all him was just it's just about like power. It's just trying to kill it all the time, and jumping that high and that tall. I think he can try to work on like placing the ball where he wants to go because you're already that high,
Right.
But I do see a lot of potential with Kenny.
Yeah, I think Kenny is a really great example. Like, when he swings, I see him just snap the ball.
Yeah,
I don't really
He just
see
goes
him.
up there
Yeah,
like that.
I don't see him swing the ball a lot. And bro, like, you need some volleyball shoes, man. You can't be wearing those Ep.4s to play ball. All right.
Still going at the younger guys.
So you're good looking enough. You don't need to like dress nice. All right, just like you gotta
There's a difference, man. Like younger guy, OG, man.
like, dude,
We were
just
barefoot, dude.
Yeah. Even at the gym.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Kenny's a little clumsy too, but I think everyone was clumsy. I can speak for
When
everyone.
at a point,
Yeah,
yeah.
You start
at one
somewhere.
point. So, but if Kenny can work his footwork and understand like the fundamentals a little better, Kenny can be really deadly, man.
Yep.
So I like Kenny. I like him a lot.
So pick him up, guys.
Yeah. Like playing with him, he has those physical attributes, but I actually like his mental game where he is willing to learn. He
Yeah.
comes up to us and
Right,
asks.
he
us-
asks
He's very
us-
coachable, dude.
Yeah, he asks,
Yeah.
hey, what do I need to work on? And what can I do differently?
Yeah.
I like that. I like it when the younger generation comes and asks.
Yes.
Instead of having us go
Yeah,
get them
be-
or lecture them.
Yeah. Be
Come
like,
ask.
let me stop you right there a sec. Like, I want to tell you guys as the younger guys, we're not shady at all. Like, we're just gonna speak you the truth. If you want to know something, don't be afraid to come ask us. We'll tell you guys because we were at your point. We were you guys at one point. We were afraid to ask the older guys.
Yeah.
But we never really took the chance to ask them because we were afraid to be rejected. I'm letting you guys know now that we won't reject you guys. If,
He is the first one to reject you.
Kenny, stop wearing the Air Force Ones. All right, that's part one.
That's number one.
Yeah, but not real talk. Real talk. If you guys want to know like advice and stuff like that, just approach us. We'll tell you guys the game. We'll tell you guys what you guys can work on and stuff.
Totally.
Try to give our best advice, but
Yeah.
might not be the best sometimes.
What you
Yeah.
mean, Lee?
Take it how it is, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Incorporate into your game.
Yeah.
Lee, you got the best advice in the world, buddy.
My advice? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't have the best advice for sure.
Lee,
But if
your best
I-
advice: hit the ball down.
Jump higher.
What are you gonna do here out of the court?
Oh man! All right, so Kenny, who do you think?
Who do I think that has potential?
Yeah, younger generation.
Shit, I haven't been really
Off to play ball.
paying attention, but I think Anthony. I think he got some monster hops though.
Anthony. Oh yeah.
Anthony,
Okay.
I think Anthony has some monster hops. I think if he just could get a team and he could just work on himself,
Sure.
and, you know,
I
like
dish out.
contact the ball.
Yeah.
Anthony's another one that wears Air Force Ones.
What's wrong with Air Force One?
I'm just saying, like
Some
let's-
street shoes, bro.
Air Force One, dude.
Anthony, you're pretty good looking too. Like you don't need like
They gotta start an Air Force team, dude.
Ooh, Team Air Force.
Call himself Air Force.
Ooh, yeah.
Ones.
Team Air Force. Nah, I'm just trolling, dude. I'm just saying. I'm being real. I'm just trolling. I'm just saying, like,
It's funny,
like,
bro.
Get some like running or exercise shoes.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's all love, man. Gula hai dao shi na, yeah. That's what shit.
Oh man, they ain't coming out to play no more. Yeah.
I think if you know they could get a solid squad and just work and just don't jump and trust the process. You know, I think with their talent, the way they can like fly, the way they can swing, you just gotta put the right puzzles in the right places, man.
I was talking to one of his teammates on Sunday, and I'm not gonna name who he is, but he pretty much told me that he's not committed anymore, and that made me like, holy crap, like you're still pretty young.
That's exactly what we're talking about.
You know, like.
Yeah, generation.
Like
generation, bro.
he's like, yeah, I just don't find the love for the game, or I got other
most-
stuff, and it might be like stuff that we don't know about,
Right.
It might be like personal reasons or
Yeah.
health or work or yada yada yada. But it's just man, like when I was your age, I was like balling every fucking day.
Yeah,
So
education first.
There's no knock on that.
Yeah.
for sure. Differences.
Do what you gotta do, man.
What about you, Sia? Who do you see?
I got two guys actually. I really love playing with Koo.
Lil Koo?
Yeah, Lil Koo. I
Kushon?
love playing with him, man. Like he's so fun to play with because he's one of those guys that he's kind of like a yes sir kind of guy, not like a kiss ass kind of guy, but like a hey, I'm willing to learn. Like you tell me what I'm doing wrong and I'm gonna fix it.
Yep.
I love playing with Koo. Like he hustles and he balls out, man. I wish he comes out more. I don't know what he's been doing a lot, but it's nice to see him when he comes out. Dude can fly, dude can play.
He's improved a lot for sure.
Yeah. And then another guy who's coming up is Atticus. Oh boy, this dude like pretty tall guy, a little clumsy. Got a heavy arm, heavy swing. Like we were playing ball at Aquinas, and this dude like showboating, like bouncing, and he's like bouncing it hard. And
And he don't even have the form.
no, he's got an ugly ass form, dude. Like
If he get that form down, he can
Yeah.
be even like stronger. Like,
Well,
swinging.
yeah, and one of my biggest problems, dude's fucking wearing Crocs. Like, you thought I had a
About
problem
the
with
shoes, man.
you thought I had a problem with Air Force? This fucker's wearing Crocs. Like,
All right, Sia.
love
What shoes do you want the younger generation to wear, bro?
shit, Nike or like Nike running shoes or something. Not Nike Air Force.
I was gonna say.
You're gonna say I just beat you to it. But I'm just like, look again. I'm just trolling. Wear whatever is comfortable for you guys. But man, like we used to play like barefoot all the time at the park. You know.
They F1s, they gotta go, man. Yeah, just gotta wear them, outside of the court,
Yeah.
which is, we're totally fine. But in the court, you gotta get some performance shoes, though.
Something. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love watching Atticus play. Like he's still young. I hope he's hungry. He's a really nice dude. I get that he gets really he can be really aggressive sometimes when he's into the game. But overall, like he's such a nice dude, and I think he needs to learn how to like switch it on and off. Like he needs to know when to be aggressive and when he doesn't need to be aggressive. But defense he can work on, bumping, controlling his bump, understanding the whole shifting of the defense. But man, I love watching his game, and I hope he continues to keep playing. And he's got potential to be like one of the guys if he chooses to be. That's if he chooses to be, because he can carry a team. I truly think that, and I'm not trying to boost his ego. I'm not trying to give him anything. Like, I'm just saying, dude, like, you have the tangibles to be good. Like, but if you're committed and you want to learn how to play the game, and fucking you can do it. You know, just get rid of get rid of the fucking Crocs.
Yeah. See, that's the thing though. They don't. I think players like those, they don't feel the need or the hungry to. Hey guys, let's do a squad. You know, even though if they don't have mutual friends, just hey, for volleyball, let's do a squad and play for a year. Stick around. You know. We have the talent. You know, we need to put people here, and and honestly, one of the hardest spots to fill.
Setter.
Yep.
And that leads me to my
we don't have a lot of those guys here, man.
That leads me to my point. I think a younger guy who I think if he continues to play and if he develops his leadership skills, he could be like the new setter in lacrosse here. And I'm gonna go with my boy Peng.
Yeah,
Peng Bang. I think he is above his age right now when it comes to the mental, like the game itself. Well, he knows how to set, when to set it. There are some players that just touches the ball and they're able to positively gain that point for their team. Peng is one of those guys. For some reason, like either his lady luck or maybe it's his skills or his
mental game
that puts him in a position to score. Or puts his players to score. I think he has that, and when I was his age, I don't think I was there yet. It took me a long time to actually really understand the game, matchups, and all those things. But I think Pink kind of understands it now. He knows when to tip the ball. He knows who to give it to at certain times. He knows what plays to run. However, what he needs to work on though is his leadership skills. I think when you're so competitive like he is, he can get really hot-headed, and then his teammates might perceive it as, "Hey, dude, you're not fun to play with. You're really mean to me." It could be
They're giving up.
Yeah, it's not motivating for his teammates to follow his lead. But if he can channel his competitiveness into positively motivating his team, I think there could be a lot of success in lacrosse here because of a setter like him.
I agree.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell him that, man?
Listen, Peng.
Peng,
Listen to the
make sure you
podcast.
subscribe. Okay, like, share.
Yeah.
And the younger guys out there, you guys need a QB to throw you guys the ball. Yeah. Otherwise, you guys can't put the ball down like that.
Right. Yeah. But it's okay to get mad though. That's an emotion that comes out of a competitive volleyball game.
Yeah.
But when you're mad, I keep going back to channeling. You have to channel in a way to uplift your players. You should be mad at somebody because you believe in that your player can be better. Yeah. Don't be mad at him because you don't think he can be better.
Yeah.
You feel the difference there?
I got you.
I've seen Sia. Sia, you have been better. That's why sometimes I get mad at you. I think you can get better. You can do better. I'm gonna try to uplift you as much as you can. You continue to be better. But if I come at you at Sia, dude, you suck. You can't hit any shit.
Or you're not even sending me the ball anymore.
Yeah, exactly. That ruins that ruins
it
your
demoralizes.
teammates.
Yeah,
exactly. And I think that's a learning curve that he's going to learn throughout his career because as I said, I don't know you, but I was a hothead too when I was 18, 19 years old. I had a lot of expectations. I might have given off a vibe where, man, you're not good. But as I started to grow, I did start to realize, okay, my hitters, they have emotions as well. They're trying to channel their stuff too, and I have to be able to understand that.
I think for me, emotionally, I didn't express myself as a setter that much. I was just like, hey, guys, this is what we need to do. Pass up. I'll put it there. Right. Do the job, I don't think I was mad. I was just like...
And if they don't do the job, you didn't feel anything?
I mean, I felt it, but I didn't express it, but they just wouldn't get the ball no more, you know?
See, there it is.
Because I think it comes with trust, though, once you're in that moment, you're like, man, I fed it to this person so many times, and we're not getting a side out, we're not getting points. Yep. I'm going to give it to the dude I trust. Yeah. I'm gonna give it to my dude that side out, or give us the point, Yep. Whether he dinks it or swings it.
I think, a setting position is super hard because it's not just who has the softest hands.
It's like coordinating, man. Yeah, you got to coordinate.
You got to be able to manage your hitters.
Control the game, dude.
know when to set it, how to set it, where to set it, how to talk to an individual compared to that individual. Like, it's different as a setter that through time and through experience. And I hope he doesn't give up. You know, I hope he continues to learn, make mistakes, and grow from that. All right, yeah. Sure. So let's move on to our next question then. I think I agree with all you. I think we got a lot of talent here in lacrosse, younger talent that if they continue to work hard, they could have, you know, a lot of success in the game. Let's rewind to the older generation though. What players, you know, in the past, you know, have you enjoyed? Is that this
watching?
Question? Yeah, watching. Yeah.
Or enjoyed? Yeah.
Who do we like to watch growing up?
Growing up,
shit,
or you know, in the older generation, who did you guys enjoy?
Players or teams?
Players. Anybody that like you were just like, wow, he or she. You know,
anyone in your mind? You
got anyone? I really like Eddie from KO.
Eddie, yeah.
Eddie, middle player, yeah. Because I think he ran that middle really hard and he sold it a lot. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he had a badass swing and blocks too. So
he runs it hard.
I feel like he like just ran that middle really really good. I mean,
honestly, I think he changed the one.
Yeah,
he changed the game of the one.
Man. We jump in the air. He did the fucking jump man. You know. So I mean, when they gave it to him, you know, and he hit it, was all.
I think KO's success throughout the years were successful
man.
Was because they had Eddie and KO in the middle.
Yeah,
you know.
I like Eddie though. You know? So if I had to build a squad, man, Eddie at this prime would be my middle man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I totally agree with you. I think he's one to do the come on a little bit too.
Yeah.
Right away. In the men's game for sure.
Yeah.
Just how fast he ran it. He ran it at the pace and the aggressiveness that like I think a lot of setters like. Mm-hmm. Just to draw that middle blocker.
Yeah. And that's tiring, man, for all you middle hitters out there, man. Matt props, dude. Yeah, Matt props. You could jump up there and just sell it, and you know, be a team player and leave your outside one-on-one, your inside one-on-one.
You're doing your job, man.
You're doing your job, dude. Yeah. Even if you get the ball or not, you know.
Mm-hmm. Right. What about you, Lee? What player did you see growing up that caught your eye?
Yeah.
No one.
Not really a player, a team though. KO was a really good team that I liked watching growing up when I started playing volleyball. They just had really good chemistry, as well as everybody was just good.
Just on the same page.
Just on the same page. Like they know what they're doing.
Everybody, man.
Yeah. It's like the KO was like the top team to beat. You know. Yeah. So I loved playing. Not playing, but we always lose against them when we play against them. But I love watching them play. You know, one of the good teams.
It's crazy because they started at such a young age too, y'all.
Yeah,
let's be real. They were what, 15.
They started young,
way young.
They're young.
Yeah.
We've heard some stories from like our old friends, like Tub and Vong and them when they used to live in town, like funny stories and how they grew up and how they played. And it's similar to us how we grew up, but they had squads too, and that didn't work out. They had different squads that pulled in players, and it's remarkable what they've become,
and how long their name has lasted throughout the years.
Been solidified,
It's still going
down in history, dude. Yeah,
probably one of the greatest Hmong volleyball teams of all time. If you
Midwest
have
for
that
sure.
debate, What about you, Sia? Stick on the KO bandwagon.
But yeah, I mean, if we're talking about players, I think it's hard not to talk about Hmong volleyball players, and you don't mention Hova.
Yep.
I think for me,
Goat, man.
For me growing up, man, I idolized like his game, and I think his approach in the court, and I believed it. His approach was so like I think he commanded so much respect in the game. That's just my opinion. He was a great all-around volleyball player. He still is. His vertical and the way he swung the ball, the way he jumped, he made like this weird-ass jump. Like I'll post it up and show you guys like a video clip that I remember. And it was just like a nasty pose, and he's just like destroyed it, like straight down. But
was he hitting cross or down the line? Or?
He was hitting angle. Like he would hit it, and like his hands
would be down by his knees.
Would be down by his legs, his knees.
Yeah.
It's weird, like, but he jumped so high where he could do that, But Like he had like a dangerous angle, and
His hands were down by his knees.
Yeah.
What you mean? Like he was floating like 180 like this?
Like after the swing, his follow through would be like this. And
Yeah.
his other hand would be like this.
yeah, dude, his game was phenomenal, dude. And quite honestly, I think when it's all said and done, I think Hova would be like a top 3, top 5 Hmong volleyball player of all time.
Yeah,
You know,
that's for sure.
And
Facts,
it's
yeah.
getting, but I love his game. He's a great player. I've talked to him a few times, and he's just a super nice dude outside the court.
Yeah.
You know, he's a super nice dude.
In the court, he's game on though.
Yeah,
He don't care who the hell he goes against, dude. Like
You know?
enemy is enemy in the court, you know. And and he like you said, he would like get emotional and get mad too, and he would express it
Yeah.
to his brothers and them too.
yeah,
and,
yeah.
make them feel the wrath too,
Yeah.
But he is a great leader.
That
'Cause
lifted.
because I think the way he does it is different, and that elevated their game. Right. Because they don't take it as like to the butt where they're like, man,
My brother's a jackass.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I think that goes back to where you said when he steps on the court, you give him that respect, dude. Yeah. Whether he's setting, just playing back row,
You know?
Yeah.
He
all-around player.
lifts his whole team up somehow. And just his aura, how he commands respect. Like we keep saying, it's different.
Yeah.
It's a lot different. I mean, speaking of him, like he's so undersized.
Yes.
He's not 6'2", can jump out. He's 5'5", maybe 5'6", and dude
Dude could jump.
Dude can jump. And he's not all about power. He got finesse game. He got different shots within
Mental
his
game.
Yeah, mental game. And he comes for some reason. If you watch him play back in the day, he comes up with like the most crucial like points. Whether it's a crucial block, a crucial dig, a crucial swing. Like he just finds that that point during a specific time. I think that's what interprets the GOAT. Like who's gonna be known as an elite player.
Yeah.
Like are those individuals who come
He's
up
the
at
one.
big time.
Yeah.
Big time when
Big
it's
time
crunch time.
players make big time plays, man. Yeah.
You gotta find that moment
Yeah.
and do it.
What about you?
Man, it was kind of hard. I think I was just kind of going off of KO and Hoban and them, but I kind of want to channel into like the women's game.
The women's game.
Yeah, like Infamous with Ka when she was playing. I think, and it's a family affair with
KO.
with KO. Yeah. Like Hova's sister, dude, she has the same mentality, same aura as Hova, and when she steps on the court, it helps that she's a lefty. And when she first started, she was flying, and she could crank that ball down. And it was nice to see. I remember watching her play at July 4th, and
no other girls could do that at the time. Like
Yeah.
she was just a different breed at the time. Yeah.
totally different.
Yeah.
And that energy that she brings, I haven't seen that in so long in the Hmong game. When I was watching them play, I believe who were they playing? They were playing maybe is there a women's NC highlights?
NC Fusion.
Or was
Yeah.
it might have been them.
Was that the finals?
It was
It was
finals.
it was an NC team.
Yeah, and bro, she just teared it up.
Yeah.
Emotionally, shots. Whenever she touched the ball, dude, just give it to her. Whenever their team needed a side out or they needed a big play, just give it to her. And she just developed. It was very, very nice to see. It helped the women's game too.
It helped
Yeah.
the women's game, man. Everybody had to elevate to catch up, man.
Yeah. That's crazy how we all like mentioned like KO
Secondary
descendants.
players, runner ups.
Yeah, anybody?
You guys got runner ups?
You guys running up?
You got one?
I really like Joe from All Conference.
Setter?
Setter.
Uh-huh.
I think,
Joe Moore, yeah.
I think he has some nice hands to his game is good. He can push the ball wherever he wants. Just different. If you see him set, different than anybody else that I've seen. Yeah.
His
Smooth.
weak side set.
Weak side sets.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Crazy hands, dude.
Yeah, him. Man, secondary. I'm just trying to think now.
You have to have more than
Minu, bro. Minu is one of those dudes that he can hit right, he can hit left. He was deadly too. Blocks are huge. You can go back in the day. He was a little bigger. Yeah.
Yep.
When he shrunk down a little bit and he played for Team Wisconsin, bro,
Yeah.
he was unstoppable.
I think even before that, when he was playing with New Era.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
He was playing weak side, strong side, middle, everywhere.
Remember he used to play with Alliance?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
Alliance.
But
Alliance
he-
had a stacked squad, dude.
Yeah. Man, we
But-
laying there.
Mina he could fly, dude.
Yeah.
I remember when he played with Alliance and they went to J4 and he ran this sick ass middle. He drew that middle. I mean, he didn't get the ball, but just the way, like you said earlier with Eddie, he just drew that middle. He fly like his head was over the net, dude. It was
Yeah.
crazy as heck. But yeah, he's a great player. I loved watching Kong Cheng play, dude. That
Shit
dude,
talker guy,
that
yeah.
dude was
Kong
fucking.
Cheng.
Always talking shit.
Yeah, that dude was
was
a
entertaining,
mad
man.
shit
Yeah,
digger,
it
dude.
was,
He just made the game fun to watch.
Dude, and he had like a mean ass scream
He had a
when he
mean
screamed.
screen.
Yeah,
He could swing. He could jump.
he had a
Yeah.
mad snap, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really loved watching his game when he
Talk
played.
mad shit, dude.
Well,
That's who you want on your team, man. For real.
But
a hype man.
The hype man.
the thing is,
Back
the
it
thing
up.
is, like Kong Chen, he always freaking like cramps at the worst times, dude. Yeah,
He plays hard. He cramps up.
yeah.
All right, hey, man, guys, we're on our last question already. Man, time flies. All right, last one. Okay, we've all played volleyball in the past.
Yeah.
What player, did you enjoy playing with the most throughout your whole volleyball career? Whether it's when you first started, your most successful team to your most recent team, what player did you enjoy playing the most with?
I like to give. I would give a shout out to Blanc. Blanc Lord. I grew up playing with him. We played a lot of tournaments together. We played against each other a lot. But man, Blanc was like back in the day. If you didn't know Blanc, he was super chill. It's just super quiet guy.
Yeah.
He would get yelled at.
Super reserved.
Yeah, he'll get yelled at. He just don't say shit, dude. Like Jimbo used to yell at him. Like
Jimbo again.
Jim used to yell at him, and he wouldn't say anything, dude. And he was just super reserved.
Yeah.
But he understood the game. He understood how to play do the fundamentals, and I just loved when we played together because he was just always a fun guy to play with. But it wasn't until recently he became more aggressive. Like he would like, I think it was during like Team ReLax when he started like getting more like when he blocks, he would like scream or like a spike. Man, it's fun watching him evolve into the player he was, but into the player he is. But
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. He was really reserved. Actually,
When
He's
he
like,
blocks somebody-
I'll help the ball. Just
Yeah.
throw me this, throw me that.
Yeah.
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 And it wasn't until Team Lax.
Yeah.
And I remember you were the one who said, he's like, don't talking shit.
yeah, that clip where he blocked one of the guys on the other side.
I just fly.
Yeah, and then he just like no, and I was like, and you're like, oh shit, Blanc's talking, dude. But yeah, he was fun to play with. I love playing with Blanc every time I get a chance to.
He had the best block. I think
He's a pretty good blocker, dude.
Yeah.
He shut your ass down. And
won't-
he already knows that he's gonna shut you down.
Yeah. But he want to talk in your face.
Yeah, he
though,
wouldn't talk in
Yeah.
your face.
And he's got like
He
a
probably talking to his head. Like,
yeah, but he got like a funny ass laugh, So when he blocking, he just a laugh. It's funny as heck.
dude,
Yeah,
but back to what you were saying, like fundamentals and knowing the game. I mean, he can't set, but like everything
can do
else,
everything
he
else.
could do, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
we're going to nuke you exposed to y'all. Like, he just does things the right way. And he just, like you said, very fundamental. No, like, huge vertical. But he finds a
Yeah.
way.
To make it work.
Play around the blocks too, yeah.
But then when you watch, so when you were making that video, bro, I noticed he did jump high. We just didn't notice it live.
Maybe he had a long ass reach.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He does have long reach.
He was
Yeah.
up there, though, in some of those middle hits. Yeah.
He's not your dude that would swing the ball straight down too, though. Like he would play those set. He would play the blocks.
That's true.
Yeah.
He told me once when I was setting, he was like, hey, I was asking, bro, is that two inside? Is that two outside? He's like, no. I was playing the set.
Yeah.
The set was pushing me line. That's why I hit line.
That's a great player right there, man.
Yeah.
Blanc was a
Versus someone like, no, he said it like this.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah. Blanc was a great player to play with. I love playing with Blanc.
Lee, what about you, brother?
My guy, it's gotta be Peng Lee, dude.
Peng Lee.
Who's Peng Lee?
On the guys again? What?
Holman, he's Holman.
Holman guy, yeah.
Right.
One of my old setters. He goes behind Pong. Pong's legendary.
He's second to Pong.
Second of Pong.
Second to Pong. But no, Peng Lee's I love playing. He's a great setter. I think him and I had really good chemistry together. One team we played as the All Stars. see. He taught me a lot in the game of volleyball of how to play, as well as he pushed his team. He pushed me for sure.
Just demanded a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And he's just a good guy. I wish we had a longer run, but
They played a tournament shot a lot.
I played a few. I don't remember.
Oh yeah,
that's the thing.
I remember you guys played the lacrosse
We
tournament.
played lacrosse tournament for sure, and that's all I remember.
I had a stacked squad too, man.
Yeah.
Who was all on that team?
It was me, Ping Lee, Kong.
Lacrosse all stars. They pull all the all stars. Yeah, they pull all the.
KP was on there.
KP was on there. Blong was on there. I don't remember Yang was on there.
Yang was probably on there.
Yang, I know Jim and Tony was on there as defense.
Oh.
But that year we fell short to Illinois.
Oh, okay.
That's okay.
Yeah. A lot of people.
I know.
Yeah, a lot of people lose to them.
But no, Ping Lee is a guy. I like playing with him a lot. I wish we had a longer run, but it is what it is.
Great player, man.
Yeah, great player. Loved his
Great
sets.
player, good setter, great blocker.
Great blocker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He love.
I think he resides in Madison now, so I hope you're doing well, Peng.
Yeah, lives in Madison now.
He actually showed up to Holman, I think, like 3 weeks ago.
Did he?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he
Wow.
did.
What the fuck?
But he didn't play though.
You
You just can watch.
Yeah, he just can't watch.
We
We
thought-
were sitting off the edge or on the side, and we saw him. And Jackie was like, "Dude, that dude looks just like Peng Lee." I'm like, "Bro, that is Peng Lee." He's like, "No, it's not Peng Lee." And then he turned around. It's Peng Lee.
What the hell?
He's got his trench coat and like baggy jeans.
Yeah,
still.
That's how you know you're good, though. You come to the gym to watch, dude.
Yeah.
You're an
You OG.
dude. Yeah.
No, but I agree. I think just talking with him off the court, he knows what he's talking about. He sees the game like as a setter should see the game.
He'll spot this, and if he needs to say it, he'll say it. But just watching outside the court, I don't think he would say anything to the guys in the court unless Ibapola. Yeah, he's not that type to really.
Yeah, he was a really humble guy.
Yeah,
It was.
I mean, he kind of like did give you shit when, he does give you shit.
yeah.
But I think overall, he was a humble guy. Like, he was a counterpart to his brother Yang.
Oh,
I think Yang was more aggressive and more like, hey, give it to me like this, like that, like that. Yang was Yang was a good player too, but I think Peng was kind of the yin to yang for Yang,
Wow, good.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just fucking made that up right now, dude.
Off the dome.
All right, you're up, man.
I think for me, I really enjoyed playing with Kong,
KP.
KP,
Dude.
Kong Shang?
Kong Shang, my cousin. Yeah.
Doing that. He's
I
good,
think
dude.
when his game is on fire, man, you can't stop him, dude. Whether that's blocks or hits and set,
What team he play for again?
just king size, Hood Park,
Yeah.
Shout out to the guys, man. But KP, dude, there's not a single player in lacrosse that hasn't gotten blocked by him.
Like KP, dude.
Back
You
in
got.
the day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He got long arms. Bro.
mad snap.
Golly.
And he didn't really jump the highest.
He didn't jump the head,
No.
man. He had a
He
big
could-
reach and
Yeah, he had a high reach.
hard swing, hard snap. And,
I don't remember much. Did he run a lot of quicks or did he run just the two inside?
he's not a fast swinger,
Okay.
but he's a heavy. He
Heavy
got a,
hand,
he
yeah.
got a heavy arm. Yeah,
Heavy arm.
yeah. He got a heavy arm, and
I remember he favored that angle a lot, yo.
yeah,
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So I like playing. I like setting for him. I like playing against him. And I like playing defense with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's really unfortunate? We never recorded how we used to play back in the day.
back in the
So you missed
We
these.
never had phones, bro.
Yeah, well, yeah, right. But man, like it's sad to see, like, man, like you forget how these players play. Someone posted on the ReLax Hmong Volleyball page of SYA, and some of the guys were playing. I was like, oh my gosh, like it's crazy to see how these guys play because you forget, But yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, you
It's
good.
too bad to not be able to see him.
Even if we were able to record, the quality is probably shit.
It's like 270.
Yeah, 270p. Yeah,
I wouldn't know who the fuck's here.
Yeah, I gotta give it to KP, man.
yeah.
You can't go wrong with KP, bro.
You can't talk.
KP is
You
a
can't
guy,
talk about
dude.
Hood Park like South Side
Without
without
KP.
And without mentioning him.
Hey,
Hey,
man.
if you don't mind
Monster
me,
player.
if you don't mind me asking, I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Yeah,
Would you take Kong in his prime or Pau in his prime
I would take Power in his prime.
over Kong?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why is that?
I think overall, I think Pau. I don't know, man. I think Pau can play the shots.
Yeah.
Pau can play the shots. Yeah.
How can, dude?
Pau can play the shots. He's got a weird swing
He did.
Yeah.
that works.
It works though.
Yeah.
You know, like
So why do you choose KP over Powell then?
I enjoy playing with KP.
Oh, you
yeah.
enjoy playing. Yeah, all right. So you didn't enjoy playing with Powell?
I enjoy playing with Pau.
Oh, okay. You know people are gonna ask.
Yeah. Pau would have been my runner up, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. In his
1A,
prime,
1B. Yeah.
you just put the shot wherever he wanted,
You
man.
can run that middle.
He
Dude.
run that middle. They put 3 blockers on it. He hit right
Yeah.
over or through him, dude.
At the rec, I remember, dude.
Yeah.
At the rec, you put 3 blockers in him. Dude, just hit around, you hit over you, dude.
Easy.
Easy, dude.
Yeah. I think he had like a one good year run. He just a year or two,
Yeah.
and that was it, y'all. And after that, he just kind of
Did his
cut
own
back a
thing.
little bit.
Yeah. So that's it, man. Unstoppable, dude.
Yeah, but yeah. So what about you, B? Like, any guys that you see back in the days that you enjoy playing with?
Other than my 6'7" middle.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Other than him, yeah.
You like playing with him?
He was fun to play with. Yeah,
Is he?
yeah, it was easy to set. I mean, if you're 6'7" and can jump out of the gym, yeah, it's easy to set too. But here in lacrosse, though, I gotta go back to the hood. My boy Mango.
Mango.
Boom.
You know, he was
Motherfucking
he
D,
was,
dude.
yeah, dude. He's the dude that
He had a big D.
Yes.
Still wants
No,
to
he
improve it.
had big D, dude. He had like a really great defense.
Yeah.
Even though he was
Big
small,
time.
though, he had the coverage of the space.
Yeah. He could.
Yeah, he's smart.
Yeah.
He's smart, man.
It's funny. We're being serious.
Oh yeah, I got you. I got you. I was laughing at Lee.
Smart defensive player.
Why? You laughing at me? Why?
You got big coverage.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Totally. He's gone. Yeah. He's a defensive player. I actually never played with him until we played Team Lax, and when we played, obviously he could play defense. Like he was probably the best defensive player in lacrosse at that time. You know, he was shifty. He knew players' tendencies. He knew when someone's gonna tip. He knew if it's a short ball or a tight set, he's gonna come down low, pick that down ball up. Loose set, he knows all that stuff. But why I enjoy playing with him is because I think he has that natural leadership quality that it's just ingrained in him. Maybe that's through the military or how he grew up.
Oh yeah.
But, you know, as a setter, you want to be the leader, right? You want to say the right things at the right time, like we talked about in the past. But when I played with Meng, he was the guy with me. You know, if I miss what I said, he knew what to say to follow along what I meant. And he knew how to rally the troops that was, you know, on the back line. And I think, like, he was always positive. He knew the game. He knew how to communicate to his back row players, even his hitters or his blockers, where to set blocks and whatnot. He had all the tools in the world for that. And I mean, I shouldn't give him too much probably because he's gonna find a way to bite me later because that dude does not stop talking.
When he's vocal, man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When he's on the court and he's feeling the game,
He's in the groove.
he just blocks everybody out, the fans out, and he's just, hey, you know, you do this, I'll do that, do this. You know, you do this, I'll cover this. Mm-hmm. You know.
Yep.
So very, very vocal, and you know he has a good sense of leadership. And maybe like you said, maybe it translates from being in the military, man. Yeah.
And I'd never see him like bring his teammates down at all. It's always uplifting them or hey, maybe you missed that shot, get the next one.
Yeah.
It's that kind of stuff. And I've also like seen him coach people where hey, serve it to this person, serve it to that zone, you know, or hit that cross. He's always a communicator, and I enjoy that. Like when I hear that in the back row, I'm more okay. I don't need to worry about my back row players. Let me, as a setter, be in charge of my hitters. Back row, I'm gonna leave it to me.
He's like
Take care
the
of that.
back row like team
Coach.
captain. Yeah.
Yeah, it made it easy. It made it very, very easy. And, you know, I wish we would have kept playing, you know, like Lee, you said, with All-Stars. But I wish Team Lax would have kept playing a little longer. I wish, you know, Mango and us, you know, would have played a little longer. It's only been a year and a half that we played with each other. And, you know, but, you know, life hits, right? And, you know, you got a kid now. And whatnot, so.
You know, be like when you talk about like Team Lax, and you talk about like defensive players, and you talk about like Mango, like I think Mango would be like 1A, and I would put Jackie in right next to him, like 1B. Like I think we were fortunate enough to have Jackie and Meng play defense for us.
Oh, hands
That
down.
dude like hustled, you know, but
Scrappy,
yeah,
but quick as hell,
like,
man.
snaky as hell, dude. Like,
Man.
but
That dude's got heart, bro.
yeah,
Man,
that
I love it.
dude, I don't know,
Yeah.
like he does whatever it takes to not let the ball die. But
Totally.
I mean, I'm not taking anything from Mango, but I'm just saying like Jackie was a good defensive player,
Yeah.
and he hustled. He hustled. So
爱情传拔刀.
yeah,
Actually try that.
He run, he'll get down and dirty. He just, you know,
Yep.
yeah,
打着刀.
yeah.
Yeah, his white tee will be dirty by the end of the day, man.
Yeah. So that's why when you brought up Mango, it made me quickly think of Jackie. Like, man, you can't
Of course,
mention
yeah.
Mango and not mention Jackie because Jackie was a huge success, a huge part of our success when we had a run.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yep. You know, nothing like phases him. Like whenever a lot of people like, would try to shoot him down and whatnot, but he would just come right back.
He got a game face though.
Heck yeah.
He's in the
I
zone.
love that
Yeah,
about him.
dude.
Yup.
Yeah.
yeah.
Love that competitiveness.
You can't even tell, man.
No smile, no laugh,
Yeah.
straight.
Yep.
Yeah, straight face, man.
Right. Yeah, man. There's a
He will
lot.
punch the ground, man.
I saw that one time, dude. Pretty
Really?
intense.
Yeah, man. If he couldn't like hit the ball up or the ball would die,
Yeah, couldn't D.
he couldn't
Oh,
get
it
to
would
it.
slap the
he would
ground?
slap the ground. He would hit the
Yeah,
ground.
he took it. He had a passion for it, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's his passion. You're right. But yeah, I think there's a lot of older players that we played with, and we talk about the younger generation too. I think both generation they had their times, they had their environment, they had their challenges, they had their success, and I believe both generations. To me, I can speak on behalf of myself, but like I think both generations are able to hone in on those challenges and are able to adapt, right, Lee? Like what you mentioned before.
Yeah.
In that environment, in that generation, I think we're seeing that. From older to newer generation. And there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing. Every generation learns a different way and experiences a different way.
Right. And, we have, new and upcoming players. We had old players who we look up to. And, I think it's a process. And they're going to get to where we are as OGs.
One day, yeah.
Yeah, one day. And you know what? Like that's really all that we have for the podcast. I wish we could talk a little longer because we have a lot of other players we would love to mention too.
Yeah.
But that's really all that we have. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please comment down below what you think, our next topic should be. And of course, if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button, like button, and along with the notification bell. So help us get to 100 subscribers, guys. We are at 52 right now.
100.
Close.
100. Maybe we would give out like a give out or something when we hit
Do
100.
maybe
what I
like
mean?
a giveaway or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So keep tuned in. Let us know what's good, what's not. Help us grow as a group. As always, relax.
You got it.
There we go. Peace.